what kind of people come to the Root Cellar for help?
I always say we serve three different types of people. So we serve people who are on a fixed income, people who are on age, people who are on disability, people who have an income, are seniors that they just can't change. So we bring those people in, we feed them, we don't ask a bunch of questions, we try and connect them to as many services as we can. And then on the other side, we have kind of more our blue collar families, people that can typically stay above the poverty line, but something happens, a big expense or some sort of emergency, and we have to help them for a couple months. And then we have our middle group of people. That is the group that we really target our programs towards. We really want, we feel like there's a lot of room for change. So there's, people who are in active addiction, mental health crisis, people who, are in generational poverty. In 2019, we were feeding about 935 people, and now we've gone to over 4,000 people. And it's that group of middle class people, it's that group of seniors and students that is really, we're seeing a lot more people. So we're seeing such a diverse group of people for sure.
Do you think part of it is that you're better known? Like people know that you're there to help them, so that they're coming to you for help?
I think that's part of it. I think it's also we're in a cost of living crisis right now, so there's a lot more people needing help, and so I'm grateful that we are well known and people know that we're there and that we're stable.
The food and wellness hub, the center itself, where people go, has what's called a stable pantry. Can you explain to our audience what constitutes a stable pantry?
Yeah, for sure. So we have 13 items that we purchase with donor dollars, and those are always in stock items. Those are items that we purchase to ensure that when people come in that they do feel that there is stability. So things like rice and tuna and pasta and peanut butter and things like that. Those are always on our shelves. We also purchase ground beef, and as well we purchase milk and eggs as well too. So those are items that people can always count on.
There is a list of wants instead of needs. What are some of the things that typically get kind of overlooked that you need at the food bank?
What people always ask me, what's better? What's better to do is to give cash or to give food. When people give cash, it gives us the ability to buy those things that we need, and we have a better buying power because we're buying in bulk. When people donate those kind of extra items, it gives people variety. So it gives people cereal. We can't buy cereal. It's much too expensive. It gives people the ability to have cookies and crackers and different things. So, it is nice for people to be able to have more of a robust shop as opposed to just kind of those core items. And if you went to the grocery store and you got just those core items every time, it might be a little bit boring. So it's nice to be able to do that. And the cool thing is we have a shopping area so people can pick and choose the items that work for them, which is really amazing.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I'm sure that's one of the things that's really hard with food insecurity is the idea that, okay, well, I'm going to go and get some help, and am I just going to get a plastic box with 10 items in it and walk away, where I know that my family likes pasta and I have somebody in my family who doesn't like rice. Like, what does that mean to them to give them that kind of self confidence to go in and do a shop at the Wellness Hub?
Yeah, absolutely. So long term, our organization has been a shopping organization. And when we moved into this location, it was very important that we got back there. So through COVID, we did have to give out hampers, and we learned a lot of lessons through that. So we actually give out 30 pounds less per person by offering them the opportunity to shop, which is great. But the number one thing, the numbers going down is great, but the number one thing is dignity. And so when people come in, they have the opportunity to shop like they would in a grocery store. And I think it's so important. It's so important for people's mental health. It's so important for their sense of worth. And, we've heard so much good feedback from the people that we serve that it's just a better option. And we reduce a lot of waste in the community by doing so.
I want to just take a second and say, let's say I am somebody who's hungry and I am looking, I can't make my dollars stretch far enough, and I want to become a part of the Root Cellar. What's that process look like? Is it a phone call? Is it I come to the office? How do people get in touch with you to get help?
For sure. Yeah. So it starts with a phone call. So people phone, they leave a message, and we have a team of people that call them back. So we have 2 social workers that work there, and then also 2 staff members that work in our emergency food pantry. So they get a call back. The first time somebody comes to access us, we really don't ask a lot of questions. We bring them and we feed them, and then we have a conversation. There's no blanket approach to care at the Root Cellar, so we don't believe that you fitting in some sort of a box means that you are worthy of food or not. So everybody's situation is individual, and so it's based on the goals that they set with our social workers, and our goal is to get them out of accessing it and support them, connect them to as many community services as we can.